Hello and welcome to How to Walk as Womb Mystic, Day 3 in this 3-part course series. There's also a guided meditation as part of this course series to connect to your womb space. So if you are not part of that email list, or you're not part of my email list, because I'll be sending it out to my larger email list too eventually, you can sign up there to receive the whole series, to receive all 3 videos, and also to receive the guided meditation. So I'll leave that link in case you want to receive that guided meditation. Cool. So my name is Megan. I'm really passionate about the womb, and this is really relevant to me as a priestess initiate, as somebody who's working with women as a spiritual coach, and who is a yoga teacher who's all about like, whew, let's come down and into the body. So that's a little bit of like why I'm so passionate and lit up about this topic, because so much of walking as a womb mystic is coming down and into the body, is integrating into the body, being in the body, being present, feeling centrally alive in the body. And I see that as such an important ingredient to humanity, because there's so much avoidance, there's so much masking of pain with substance use and with addictions, and we see so much avoidance in spiritual traditions, or we see so much going up and out, which there's part of that which is really sacred, but we also need this like coming down and in, and that's really a lot of what this is about. And I just see that as what our world needs right now, is more people coming down and in, willing to sit with the pain and the suffering, willing to be in this 3rd dimensional reality, willing to be here now with the suffering, willing to be here and to say, you know what, there's like generations coming up after us, and I need to be here in my body. I need to be here with my own pain and heal that. And I need to be here and listen to what's going on in the collective so that we can provide some solutions for our future generations. Okay, so in the last few days, the first day was an introduction to like, what is a womb mystic? Why is it, what is the magic of being a womb mystic? And what is the whole spiritual portal of the womb, all of that jazz. And, the second day was, how do you walk as a womb mystic? What are some practical rituals that you can use to integrate into your life to be a womb mystic? And so I offered, quite a few rituals that you can do. So if you are just joining and you are new to this series, please go ahead and check out the other 2 days, because then this information will be so much more relevant and tangible and understandable. But without further ado, that will bring us into day 3, which is, what is the relevance of being a womb mystic? Like, okay, cool, that's what a womb mystic is, that's how you can be a womb mystic, but like, why is it relevant? And what are the benefits? Like, how am I going to benefit by being a womb mystic? So that's what this day is all about. So of course, if you are here, let me know who you are. Go ahead and comment at any time, and I will answer both live and on replay. I love responding to comments, and I love just knowing what people are thinking. And so go ahead and comment at any time. So why is it relevant? Why is it relevant to be a womb mystic? So I think it's incredibly relevant to humanity right now and where we're at. In my lensing, I'm a light worker, I'm a healer. Like, my main purpose in life is elevating human consciousness and assisting the globe in coming into more of a harmonious, peaceful state, elevating, bringing more union consciousness between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So right now, for the last couple thousands of years, we've been in a place where our planet has been really out of whack, really out of balance, and it's been predominantly operated by the shadow masculine through the system of the patriarchy. And we've seen this in many ways, and we've seen the dismantling of the power of women through a lot of the spiritual traditions, the goddess traditions that were in reverence and honor to our Mama Gaia, who were here working in cooperation with Mama Gaia. And a lot of those libraries that held in those mystery school wisdoms were destroyed and burned. A lot of the civilizations that were here 10,000 years ago, even though our history books don't recognize this, there is modern science that's uncovering Atlantis and all of these different places around the world that are like 10,000 years old. And so, you know, there were these ancient civilizations at one point in time who did honor the divine feminine and who did have more of that harmonious balance for a time period, for a golden age. That golden age is not right now. As I was saying, is we're just in this time period where there's just such an unbalance of energies. And so the reason why I think this walking as a womb mystic is so relevant is because that's bringing more harmony and more balance onto our planet. And so when we walk as a womb mystic, that means that we are embodying the codes of frequency of the divine feminine and anchoring that and pillaring that in to the ley lines of Mama Gaia, up to our earth, so that those frequencies can then balance out a lot of those really strong shadow patriarchy systems that we're feeling. When I speak of those shadow masculine patriarchy systems, I'm speaking of exploitation of resources to the point of totally destroying Earth. I'm speaking of racism. I'm speaking of sexism. I'm speaking of child labor. I'm speaking of slavery. I'm speaking of all sexualized violence. And so that would be more of the shadow of we see operating, that those values of competition, of exploitation, I'm forgetting the word. So anyways, I think you know what I mean. And so what this is bringing in more balance of the light qualities of the feminine. And there's lots of light qualities of the masculine, like integrity and protection and determination and motivation. And there's so many of those light qualities, but I'm more here to speak about the light qualities of the feminine. And so walking as a womb mystic is really integrating in those light qualities of the feminine. And what that means is the light qualities of the feminine is the ability to be receptive, the ability to connect to the body and the intelligence of what the body and the womb has to offer. Being more surrendered to the heart, being more surrendered to Mama Gaia, being able to sit in stillness, being able to surrender. And so I speak of, being a womb mystic is really being able to channel more of the yin lunar qualities and anchor those, because right now our globe is like hyper obsessed with solar masculine qualities. And it's to a point where, because of our values of production and growth, in combination with, exploitation and competition, we see that our earth is being exploited, that our humans are being exploited, and that we aren't all treated equally. And that's a problem. That's not cool. It's not sweet that there are certain people, that there is a race that is, the white race is deemed as having more power. That's not right, and that's not cool, and that needs to change. It's not right that women are seen as less equal to men. It's not right that there are communities and First Nations communities that have been colonized and, totally taken advantage of, and that there's just so many things in this world that, aren't right. And so it can change. And I think there's this thing where there's been so much hope that has been taken from people, and thinking like, oh, well, the world's just gonna end. So like, I'm just a small me. I don't have any value. What am I gonna do? But like, that's not true. You have so much that you can offer. You're huge, you're multidimensional. Your ability to change what's going on in this world is actually paramount. It doesn't mean that you have to start like a revolution or an entire huge movement, but literally your presence is the biggest gift that you have to offer to humanity. And so how are you going to choose to show up? I feel like I need water, but sorry, I keep coughing. But it's really how are you going to choose to show up? Because your presence is powerful. And I want you to know that, especially as women, we are led to believe, and we've been spoon fed this story for so long, that we aren't powerful, that we are incapable, but that's bullshit. You're totally powerful. You're so capable. And just by like anchoring into the gift of the true essence of who you are is going to shift something. And so that's why this is relevant. So how are you going to choose to be here? How are you going to choose to show up? And so if you choose to show up as a womb mystic, as somebody who is connected, pillared, grounded, anchored into your body, somebody who is here like, yo, my body is a temple. I am here. I am here to be with the shadow and the light. Then that means you're really anchoring in the divine feminine, and that through your presence alone, that others are going, their frequency is going to elevate in your own consciousness, because you're just like anchoring in and you're so centered in and connected to who you are. So really the relevance of this is that this is ushering in the next golden age of Earth. This is the ushering in of more balance, of more harmony, of more equality on our earth. This is the ushering in of, you know, bringing in and elevating all humans to equality, and starting to honor our body, starting to honor our earth mother, starting to honor women and the medicine that women and the power that women have to offer. That's why this is relevant. That's why this is present. And that's why I'm sharing this. Yes. Okay. So now I've spoken to what the relevance is. And what are your benefits? What are you going to get out of this? You're like, okay, yeah, like, sure. I'm already busy. I already have a job. I already have a family. I'm so like, I can barely even find time to do anything for myself. So like, why am I here to change the world? So the benefits for you are that to be a woo mystic is like one of the biggest gifts is having a moment by moment oracle guide. So like when you are connected to the mystical portal of your womb, that you never need to be unclear anymore. And you might have moments of unclarity and be like, you know what, I'm okay. I'm content to sit in this place of not being clear. But instead of it being like feeling anxious and stressed out that you're not clear, it's more of an acceptance of not being clear. But you have this moment by moment oracle guide that, you know, through your feeling navigation system, that you never need to not have the answers to anything again. So really, like, all of the answers that you ever need to anything already exist within you. And it's literally just about your own ability to be able to decode that information, to decode the symbols, to see the synchronicities, because you are constantly getting information all the time. And so if you can learn how to tap into the oracle of your body, then you're going to receive this moment by moment, you know, spiritual guidance, and that your whole life is just going to be revealed to you. And when you have that moment by moment guided system, it's so much easier to have purpose. And it's so much easier to be tuned into your soul blueprint, your purpose, the reason why you incarnated on earth, the reason why you came here. And when you're in that place of feeling purposeful, then usually when we feel more purposeful, then we start to feel more joyful. We start to feel more love. We just start to experience more. We start to feel a bit more tuned in and tapped on to like what's going on into all of these experiences, right? Because that's mostly what we came here to do, is to experience life. And so if you can experience life with a sense of purpose, then all of a sudden you're given so much more meaning. And the womb holds within her all of the answers. And so if you're ever feeling detached, disconnected, unclear, just like in this place of not really knowing who you are, what you're about, then really all you need to do is connect into your womb, and so much will be revealed to you, so much purpose. And then with that comes this deep sense of grounding, because the portal of the womb is connected energetically to earth, the frequency of earth. And the frequency of earth is so slow and so grounding and so magnetic. And so when you connect into that energy space and you feel that magnetism, that like black hole pull you in kind of magnetism, then all of the stresses of modern life can just have a place to go and to land. Because mind is such a beautiful thing, but mind can cause us so much stress, and mind can get us thinking into all possibilities that may or may not ever happen. And so what the womb does is it pulls mind and says, hey, yo, just be present now. Hold down here now. Like, there's no need to stress now. Just be here now. And that really helps with the grounding. And then not only is like the energetic frequency connected to earth, which is a slow frequency, which helps to relieve stress, but it also tunes us into our parasympathetic nervous system when we breathe into the portal of our womb. There is, a physiological element that's happening that's stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system, which is telling the brain, which is telling the body to just chill out, to calm down. So then you're going to have that really visceral feedback in your body that's actually going to allow for any symptoms of anxiety to relieve. You're also being connected into the cosmic womb, to the source of creation. And so many of us feel disconnected from whatever the source of creation is. And however you conceptualize who source is, if you call it God, if you call it goddess, if you call it the womb, whatever you call it, my lensing is that it's the cosmic womb. So whatever it is that you're feeling, oftentimes we're feeling so disconnected from source, from where we came from, why we're here. And so when we tune into our portal of our womb, like, that's a direct linkage in to the very source of creation. And that is calming, and that helps to instill in the body like a very visceral felt safety, because we don't have to be here as individual egos fighting, like the Darwinian evolutionary perspective. Like, we don't have to like survive for being alive. Like, we're in a place where we can just like realize that we are so cosmically supported. And when we connect into that place in our womb, it's easier to connect to that place within the cosmos. And then it's easier to trust and just to surrender, like, okay, there is a divine plan and I have choice in that divine plan. I'm not just like surrendering my will and mindlessly just following something that I don't understand. But really what it means to surrender is to surrender to the plan that you've already created, that is already in your highest and best good. But you're just trusting and surrendering that there is like this force around you, through all of your guides, or all of your spirit guides and angels and deities, that they're there to support you, that your loving ancestors are there to guide you and support you. And your womb is a direct portal, a direct link into that space that will help to not only guide you, but to help you feel a visceral felt safety in your body, so that then you can surrender. And I don't know about you, but I've found that when I can get out of my own way, that when I can allow myself to stop letting my fears and my harmful thought patterns or my limiting beliefs, when I can like discard those and get out of my way, that's when miracles happen. That's when I'm in alignment. That's when life is unfolding in a magical way that I am psyched about. When I'm just like, you know what? I feel really called to do this. It's a little bit scary, but I trust my wisdom. I trust in the center and the knowledge of who I am. And I know that if I am being guided by my womb, by my guidance system to do something, I'm going to get out of the way, and I'm going to allow universe to do the work, because I know that pretty much all of my intentions always manifest, but they don't always manifest in the way that I think they will. They come about in surprising and mystical, mysterious ways. But what I've learned is that when I put an intention out there, and that intention is coming from a place of integrity and alignment with my soul, which means that it's going to be in integrity and alignment with supporting humanity, that intention always comes to be. But my mind will try to figure out how it will come to be, and it never comes to be that way. It always comes in some seemingly random and totally out of the blue, just like, whoa, whoa, here I am, I received that. I never even entertained the thought that that's where that would come from. And when we get out of our way, then we open up to like miracles, we open up to so much possibility. But when we're able to allow those intentions, and we're able to align that with the wisdom of our womb and what our soul wants, then there's just so much more integrity and groundedness in that. So much more groundedness, because it's not just like all out here in the etheric space realm, but it's coming from this slow, grounded, integrated space. And when it's coming from that integrated space, then it's going to be so much easier to see those visions coming true and actually shifting your life. So basically what I'm saying is that a lot of the benefits of being a womb mystic is you have a moment by moment oracle guide all the time. You have so much wisdom and information accessible to you. You have this ability to feel grounded and safe in your body, to relieve anxiety and stress, and to trust and surrender. And you have this ability to like manifest this dream life that you have, to like literally live your heaven on earth in your body right now. Pretty magical, hey? Like, it's incredible. So those are the relevance, those are the benefits. And so I've given so much information on this already, and please, like, if you have any questions, let me know. And if you want to receive that guided meditation as well, go ahead and sign up for the free gift series. And I also want to let you know about a further offering that I have. So if you are just feeling, whoa, this is cool, I want to be more connected to my womb, I want to receive these benefits, I want to be a pillar of womb mysticism on earth, but like, what do I do? Like, I know you've given me some tips and tools, but how can I really ground that in to integrate it into my life in more of a systematic way? And so that offering I have is called Womb Nourished Mystic, and I am so excited about it. Like, this one has been brewing in my womb for like months, and I've just like wanted to launch it for so long, but I've had other projects that I've been working on. And anyways, so excited for this. What it is it's a 3-month deep dive, basically for you to connect to your womb, to receive your own womb wisdom, to receive womb medicine. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through the holy trinity of the womb. And so we're going to spend a month with the cosmic womb. We're going to spend a month with the mother's womb. We're going to spend a month with your womb. And you're going to receive 2 ceremonies each month, hour-long ceremonies, where you're viscerally going through transmutational healings to connect you into the portal of your womb, and to also help you to download different guidance that's wanting to come for you. Because really, the whole intention of this is to really ground you into your own inner wisdom and to feel your own inner connection. You'll also receive a guided meditation album with healing transmissions that are going to help you connect into the space. And you'll receive an inner moon journal and ebook. And depending on the circle, there's 3 circles to choose from. So there's 3 different price points. But I would really encourage you, if you're interested in this, to consider receiving one of the series that comes with a nourished womb kit, because this is like pivotal. Because if you do the basic one, you're going to receive the whole healing journey, which comes with like a sisterhood circle, But if you go to the next circle, the womb mystic circle, then you'll receive a womb nourished kit, which you'll get a yoni egg, you'll get a womb anointing oil, you'll get a bathing salt ritual, you'll get a sage ball. I can't remember everything. You can head to the website to see everything that you'll receive. Oh yeah, and a womb potion tincture that I make, and all of those things are going to be homemade and home crafted by me, except for obviously the egg. I can't make an egg out of crystal. But the whole point of this series is to help support you into being mystically connected to your womb. And so all of these rituals and practices that are going to be part of this series are designed to like viscerally activate it as a portal, and then teach you how to receive that guidance and hold the container that's going to allow for you to really viscerally experience that connection. And so, you know, the whole hope that you leave this series, you leave the deep dive feeling like really grounded and really connected to your womb, and like you know how to download and receive guidance. You know how to be a womb mystic. So you're going to emerge from this series as a womb nourished mystic. So I will leave the link with more details about that offering in here. If you have any questions, please reach out. That series is going to start probably mid-June. I haven't set an exact date yet. And I'm going to have some special bonus offerings, like if you sign up within a week, which I'm still trying to figure out exactly what those are. So stay tuned, stay posted. But I do know that like if you sign up for the series within a week, that you are going to receive a bonus. So anyways, if you're really psyched, go check it out and you'll receive some sacred bonuses for a week. And then after that, the gates will remain open, but you just don't receive those bonuses. So anyways, I've really enjoyed this series, How to Walk as Womb Mystic. And I'm really passionate about this. I'm really passionate about you experiencing this magical portal and receiving that womb medicine and wisdom. So may you be so connected to your womb. May you have a beautiful day and so many blessings.